You open your calorie counting app, all green. You hit your numbers. But then you look in the mirror and you don't recognize the tired, bloated, and dull woman staring back at you. If the math is right, why does your body feel so wrong? I know this prison because I was its architect. In my corporate life, I managed multi-million-dollar projects. My schedule was flawless, my goals were always met, and I tried to use that same logic to control my body. The result? My body was at war with me, inflamed, exhausted, with diagnoses of Crohn's and psoriasis that no app could predict. I thought the answer was more control. Today, I know that true sovereignty comes from wisdom, not brute force. I am the sovereign of vitality. And today, I'm not giving you another diet. I'm going to give you the 5 truths the weight loss industry hides from you and prove why your obsession with counting calories is the one thing stopping you from building a body that fills you with pride instead of frustration. The first lie they told you is that your body works on simple math, calories in versus calories out. This is a dangerous oversimplification. Trying to control your body with calories is like trying to drive a Formula 1 car by looking only at the speedometer. You ignore the engine, the fuel quality, the temperature, the track. Your body is a complex ecosystem, ruled by hormones. And here's the truth I learned the hard way, when my own body collapsed despite all my spreadsheets being in perfect order. Your biology doesn't understand math. It understands survival. You are literally training your body to be more efficient at storing fat. So understand this once and for all. You are not failing the diet. The diet, with its calculator logic, is failing your sovereign biology. Your severe calorie restriction isn't interpreted by your body as discipline. It's interpreted as a signal of danger, of famine. In response, your system releases cortisol, the stress hormone, which gives a clear order. Store fat, especially around the belly, because we are under attack, and we don't know when we'll get resources again. At the same time, your metabolism slows down to save energy. The second truth that will free you from the prison of apps is this. Your body doesn't count calories. It obeys orders. Every bite you take is a command, an instruction you send to your ecosystem. The question is, what orders have you been giving your body lately? Orders of peace and energy, or orders of chaos and emergency? Think about it. 200 calories of an avocado versus 200 calories of a healthy cookie. To your app, the number is the same. But to your body, they are 2 completely different commands. The avocado sends the order. High-quality resources arriving. Feel safe, burn energy efficiently, build radiant skin. The cookie, even with few calories, sends the order. Alert, foreign, processed substance. Release the stress hormones, prepare for inflammation, and please give me another quick hit of pleasure because this one wasn't enough. One is a strategic deposit in your vitality account. The other is a high-interest loan that you pay for with your energy and your appearance. Here is the third truth, and perhaps the most liberating of all. Most of the time, it's not you who decides to eat that chocolate after a hellish day. It's your internal bodyguard, who panicked and seized control. Imagine that your rational mind, your consciousness, is the sovereign, sitting calmly on the throne of your inner palace, making wise decisions. But in your brain, there is also a captain of the guard, your head of security, an area called the amygdala. His only function is to protect you from threats. The problem is he is loyal, but impulsive. He can't wait to analyze the difference between the threat of a lion in the jungle and the threat of a rude email from your boss. To him, danger is danger. When stress hits, when you feel frustrated or attacked, this captain of the guard panics. He stages a coup, locks the sovereign in the tower, and takes command of the kingdom. He screams, "We are under attack. We need fast energy and immediate pleasure to survive this threat. Raid the pantry. Get the tub of ice cream hidden in the back of the freezer, the chocolate you swore you wouldn't touch, the leftover pizza from yesterday. Quickly!" The scientist Daniel Goleman calls this the amygdala hijack. I call it a mutiny in your inner palace. You are not eating your emotions. You are trying to calm a mutiny that your panicked bodyguard started. And the ransom he demands is always the same, the food that makes you bloated, tired, and aged. True sovereignty, therefore, is not fighting the urge to eat the chocolate. It's learning to calm your captain of the guard before he stages the coup. Here is the fourth truth, which will change the way you look at food forever. Your most dangerous hunger is not born in your stomach. It is born in your personality, in the role you learn to play in the theater of life. Over the years, I realize that different characters live within us, taking control when we're on autopilot. And each one has its own comfort food. See if you recognize any. First, we have the pleasure seeker. She is the part of you that loves intensity, novelty, the party. But when life gets monotonous or painful, she panics. Her hunger isn't for nutrients, it's hunger for stimulation. She's the one who convinces you to order a huge dessert, not because you're hungry, but to escape the boredom of another Tuesday. Then we have the tireless caregiver. She's the part of you that takes care of everyone. The kids, the husband, the team, the parents. She gives all day long until there's nothing left. And at night, exhausted and feeling empty, her hunger isn't for food. It's hunger for affection, for recognition, for getting a little back. She's the one who raids the fridge seeking the comfort she didn't receive from anyone else. And finally, there is the conflict diplomat. Your part that hates fights, that wants peace at any cost. When the environment gets tense, she uses food to anesthetize herself, to not feel, to create a fog of comfort that protects her from uncomfortable reality. Her hunger is hunger for peace, even if it's an artificial peace that only lasts for the duration of a tub of ice cream. The real question of a sovereign is not, what do I want to eat? It's who inside of me is hungry right now, and what does she truly need? Now, a decree for the women who are ready to retake the throne. The revolution doesn't start when you download a new app. It starts when you declare your own sovereignty. If you've recognized yourself in one of these patterns and you are determined to no longer be ruled by them, declare your intention in the comments with the phrase, "I am the sovereign of my life." I want to see who is truly ready to take command. I want to see the army we are building. And here is the fifth and final truth. The secret that is the foundation of all personal power. The battle was never against your body. The war takes place in one location only, the silent battlefield of your mind. There is a fundamental law that governs your life. Your thoughts create your feelings, and your feelings dictate your actions. Every time you blame yourself for eating the chocolate, you reinforce the thought, "I am a failure." That thought generates the feeling of hopelessness. And hopelessness leads you to the action of eating more chocolate to feel a moment of relief. It's the perfect script for self-sabotage. A sovereign does not go to war with her actions. She goes straight to the source. She interrogates her own thoughts. I call this the truth protocol. The next time the thought, "I need a sweet now," arises like a decree in your mind, do not obey blindly. Pause, breathe, and submit that thought to a quick interrogation, like a true strategist. Question number 1. Is this thought serving me or sabotaging me? What is the real intention behind it? Is it nourishment or is it escape? Question number 2. What emotion am I trying to numb with this craving? Is it boredom, frustration, loneliness? Give the real feeling a name. Question number 3. What is the order that I, as the sovereign, choose to give now? You can acknowledge the desire, thank your panicked bodyguard for the suggestion, and choose a different action that serves you better. This pause for the truth protocol is where sovereignty happens. You cease to be a hostage of impulse and become the commander of your own mind. The truth is this: freedom isn't found in more control, but in better understanding. It's not about having more discipline to follow the diet perfectly. It's about creating a life so interesting, so full of purpose, that food goes back to being just food. Not your enemy, not your therapist, not your only source of pleasure. Your transformation will happen, not when you download another app, but when you decide to stop looking for the solution in a calculator and start looking within yourself. Because in the end, the goal isn't just to fit into a pair of jeans. It's to put on that dress and feel absolutely powerful. It's to run into an ex and feel that powerful piece of knowing your best version flourished precisely in his absence. It's to have the energy to conquer the world at work and come home with the spirit to live, to love, to be you. That is the true victory. That is the power of a sovereign. The decree has been made. If you have decided to stop being a prisoner of numbers, then your first act as the ruler of your own life begins now. Subscribing to this channel isn't a click. It is your public declaration that you are taking the throne. Subscribe so you don't miss your next decree, because in the next video, I will show you the 3 energy vampires in your fridge that no calorie-counting app can see. Your empire needs this intelligence.